Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and I'm going to do a short video today. It's going to be a short one, which I hope you might appreciate, because I was intending to do a big batch of videos that I had planned, but unfortunately my mother's fallen ill, so I'm having to travel up to Bristol tomorrow to visit her in hospital, and therefore I'm going to do this just a quick one, because I haven't done anything this year yet before I go to bed tonight. And that little video is going to be my little Christmas haul. As I think I mentioned before Christmas, I wasn't expecting much of a haul for Christmas because we concentrate mostly on birthdays, and friends don't tend to do we don't do Christmas presents with friends, only with family and that sort of thing. So like I said, it's only a few things, bits and pieces. I'm including stuff to me, from me to my wife, so it's in our collection, and stuff that I bought with money for Christmas, which is why I had to wait a bit, because some of it took a while to arrive, because I bought it from an American source. So let's get on with it. Okay, first up we'll start with the nice one that I happen to like as well, but this is the one I bought for my wife, and that is the 4K of Ghost. Really nice movie, and looks like a really nice 4K. I was pleasantly surprised. It's been out for a while, but so I was pleasantly surprised to get it in this nice shiny slip. That's nice. Dolby Vision, which is nice. As it said, has it got Dolby? It must have not. Sure, hang on. I think it's just got no, it's Dolby True HD 5.1, but it has got Dolby Vision, which is really impressive. And so yeah, really looking forward to seeing that one again after a little while. And okay, next one is one that my wife gave me. She normally tries to pick things that are on my list that she likes to watch as well, but she gave up this time and said basically, okay, I'm going to get stuff that's on your list, but and you're probably going to watch by yourself. But I'm hoping to persuade her otherwise on this one at least. And that is Star Trek Lower Decks. This one's season 4. It's the latest one. I've got 1 to 3. I haven't actually started watching. I wanted to watch as much as possible in one go. Get a decent number in, and before I started it all. So there we go. Yes, again, very nice shiny slip for those who really like their slips. Yeah. Strong sex references apparently. That's why it's a 15. But, yeah, it all looks very good, and I hear very good things about the seasons with this and whatever. This is one I've been no, it isn't. This is the other one that she gave me, and and even I actually, to be perfectly honest, once I looked at it afterwards, wasn't quite sure what I was getting into, but it's been on my list for ages, so I must have looked into it at some point, and it looks fun. And it's called Top Knot Detective. I thought it's more of I didn't realise exactly what it was all about until or at least I didn't remember until I did the rereading of what was going on. Essentially, it turns out that this is a sort of it's documentary in inverted commas, so I think it's a made up documentary about a series that it was a little known series from Japan that didn't work out, and then they introduced to the West, and it became all of a sudden an absolute cult hit or something like that. On-scene battles with robot ninjas and penis monsters. So very, very weird. Yeah, it sounds like great silliness. Does have a nice little list of awards that it picked up at various festivals along the bottom then, so that'd be interesting. It's a dual format, so obviously I'm not going to be playing with the DVD. I don't know why it's got VHS Hi-Fi written up there. I think that's probably a reference to the fact that it's be a documentary set around, inverted commas, again around the time the original was set. The one that they're pretending was a real series from Japan, which they retitled as Top Knot Detective in Australia. So that's a bit of fun. The next two I bought myself with money from one of my relatives. Well, no, it was an Amazon gift card, and these are, I think, I've been on my want list for a while, and I think a lot of people will know of them. They're both nice little series. This one is probably better known, and that one is Red Eye, the series, mini-series about someone who has been transported back to China for a crime they claim they didn't commit, and deaths start occurring on the plane, and they have to sort out what's going on, who traitors are, and all that sort of stuff. It was obviously pretty darn good, because I heard that they're actually going to do a Red Eye season 2. Now, I don't know how they're going to exactly keep the name being relevant. I mean, Red Eye being the name that usually named for an overnight flight, because they can't really keep on, well, they could, but trying to keep on logically in a plot, putting someone, the main character, onto an overnight plane that's on which something goes wrong. I'm not quite sure how they would work. But yeah, there is going to be a Red Eye season 2 apparently, which is why all the pictures on the internet actually don't have the season 1 there, because the season 1 was only put on at the last minute when they realised there was going to be a season 2. So yeah, so looking on to that. This one wasn't so well received, despite the fact that the director is getting a good reputation, and they've got some fantastic, well-known British character actors in it. The created, written and directed by Ben Wheatley, and some of the reviews have said essentially because Ben Wheatley's popular, they'll let him get away with anything, even if it turns out not so good. And some people say that this wasn't so good, but I'm going to give it a go, and it sounds like an absolute riot. Whether or not it turns out, I don't know. This is called, sorry, I should have told you first, this is called Generation Z, and it's not about Generation Z, Z or whatever. It's the opposite. It's the older generation who get zombified. Essentially, it's a zombie horror satire with some, according to the reviews, eye-popping shocks. Deftly political and wickedly funny. I think the outline of the plot is something along the lines of military chemicals, etc., that get loose somewhere near an old people's home, and thus they're old, they're angry, and they want to eat you tagline. The cast includes Anita Dobson of old EastEnders fame, Ange, and of course Mrs. Flood in Doctor Who, Sue Johnston, I think it's a well-known name, and Lewis Gribben. Now I can't remember what he's been, but looking at him in pictures, you tend to recognise him. So there's some names in there that you probably, even if you don't recognise the names, you probably recognise them if when you see them on the screen. And I'm just doing a quick look through again, and they've also got Johnny Vegas and Robert Lindsay in it. So that sounds like just fun to me, though not as well received as some might hope. The final 2 physical media that I got were picked up with money that I got from another relative, and those are the ones that I've been waiting for because I got them from Wow HD. One I picked up because America got the Blu-ray of a DVD that Paul put up on his crap DVDs that I might be bothered to watch at some point segment, and in this country it's only on his crap DVD list, but I thought it sounded kind of fun, which is Red Ghost, Nazi Hunter, mythical lone wolf fighter known as Red Ghost roams the Russian forests, sniping and killing Nazis one by one, and with a special unit of the Nazis Wehrmacht is ordered to search and kill him, but at the same time a band of Soviet soldiers beyond enemy lines trudge through the snow, hopeful to find safety, warmth and vodka, and instead they find themselves trapped at a farm surrounded by the Wehrmacht unit, who they have to fight, but not to without the help of the Red Ghost. So they say it's World War II action meets classic Western and a nod to the cinema of Quentin Tarantino. So it sounds like fun to me. I think it's originally a Russian film, but it does have English, DTS HD Master Audio, English and German and Russian and German, with English subtitles on it. Because it's English, I'm assuming what happens is the Russians will be dubbed into, if you choose the English track, the Russians will be dubbed into English, the Germans will still speak their German parts in German, and then you'll get the subtitles that will be in the appropriate language. And presumably if you watch it in the original Russian and German, then you'll just get English for everything on the subtitles. But we shall find out. I had to open it up because it was a rattler. Unfortunately, Wow HD's that sort of like vacuum packed cardboard, corrugated cardboard stuff they do is quite good at protecting, but it does tend to be quite crush quite a lot onto the plastic cases. Steel books, actually, I tend to find it's usually better for rather than the plastics. But the only weird thing I've noticed about this one is when I opened it, and see if you can spot that too, it's got a nice interior, bit of artwork actually, but very strangely it's a 1-disc set, and it always has been a 1-disc set as far as I can find out. It comes in a 2-disc case, so I don't know whether or not at some point they were intending to release it with a DVD, or earlier releases were with a DVD, or what. But it came sealed properly, so I don't think it's any sort of dodginess there. But anyway, the other one that I picked up, again, is a US release. That this didn't get a UK Blu-ray again. This is, I think it got a DVD, but it's hard to find. And this is a rather weird film called Spare Parts. Would be a really nice slip with embossing there, which is good. But as you can see around the bottom, again, where I was saying that vacuum packed type card that Wow HD use, not very good for, okay for steel books which are more resistant, but for slips, especially around thin cases, and when you pack it into one package and then seal it down with a press, it's like didn't do that corner, for example, a lot of good. And again, some of the case, the discs popped out, so I had to open it to have a look. And it won't quite. It seems not. I'm seeing myself. I've got a bit of trouble lining up the closers now, but no, it seems to mostly be all right. But anyway, yeah, it's again, this one looks like a lot of silliness fun, very much a grindhouse type movie. Godforsaken bar in the middle of nowhere. There's an all-girl band doing really well with their punk spirit. However, the enthusiastic fan lures the girls into a trap, and then when the following morning they go to sleep for some reason, whatever, and when they begin to gain consciousness, they are totally shocked to find out that their arms have all been replaced with axes and chainsaws to fight gladiator style in a junkyard arena owned by the sadistic emperor, forcing them to the battle of their lives with one prize in mind, their freedom. Now, like I said, saying grindhouse stupidity, but it's it looks like a lot of fun. It's only going to be 91 minutes, so I can enjoy watching that one late at night. I can probably do that before I get to bed sometime. For something that sounds totally like I just described it, it's nice to see that it's actually got a director and cast commentary, which is good. Interviews with cast and some fight training featurette, plus a photo gallery, which is nice. Or is that one's in English? DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, and yeah, so like I said, apart from the rather disappointing question, other than that, I really do like that shiny slip with the embossing. So that's good fun. Described as a body horror mashup of Spartacus and Mad Max. However, that is from a great source called Voices from the Balcony, which I've never heard of. The other thing that I'm just going to bring up quickly that I picked up is the big present I got from my wife, which is something I asked for. We just said to each other, what do we want to spend on each other, and pick something that we're very keen on, whatever. And she got jewellery, and I got an external Blu-ray drive, which of course I'm only going to use to read the PDFs on the Doctor Who Blu-rays, which you're going to need to read the data off them. So if I want to read the PDF scripts and things like that, and that's obviously, I would never do any ripping of materials, because that would be potentially dodgy, especially in this country where they've got very, very strange copyright laws because they've got no reasonable use. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to strapping that one into the machine. Obviously, I haven't actually checked it works yet, but I've got the pretty gold coloured one, so it's nice. So yeah, that's been thinking of getting one of these for a while, ever since they stopped putting disk drives in laptops, and it does make it very difficult to. Not that I will be intending to suddenly go around watching things on my laptop, but because you watch things on the TV if you've got one, and that's the whole point of getting something as high quality as a Blu-ray or 4K. But not that, I don't think that will play 4K. I imagine. But anyway, so and for Kermit or the very sharp-eyed amongst you, there is one more thing in this room that I didn't get for Christmas, but I have got around about Christmas time, and you might be able to spot it. If you do, put a comment in the notes below, or the comments below, and there won't be a prize. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy my little Christmas haul there. I'm hoping to do the my December haul very soon. I'm intending to do have a look at. I can't really do my favourite released films of last year. I couldn't get to the cinema, really, that sort of thing. I have got some plans to do maybe some review stuff, and I also have my first in a series that I'm going to do on some anime that I have planned, which I hope goes down well. I think it's going to be slightly different from quite a lot of the other videos I've seen on anime on YouTube. It's going to have a slightly different approach, and I hope it will help people understand maybe why I enjoy it, and it's not seen as a mainstream thing. And with that, I shall bid you adieu and ask you very much, if you enjoyed this, to please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. In the meantime, before I come back to you, which will be as soon as possible, please keep on enjoying the TV, the movies, supporting the cinemas, etc. And